So you can ask them to redirect so that we can have track of the issues you're working because we don't know where you are being done and where you have been tagged or where you have been like, so this is fine, but the tickets will not be enough our team, right? So yeah, that will be little difficult for us to see the design. So I just about taking the because what is the check it. If you leave the yes,
Yeah.
should happen.
Uh,
So what you can do is
Good evening, guys. Good evening. Good morning. This is Shanmukh. Um, I'm from SOS University, Society of Software Engineers. So the classes, okay, the whatever batch we are going to start, it will be like a Azure admin with a Azure Devops, guys. So today onwards, we are going to discuss all these things related to this training. And the trainer will be Kiran. Okay, he is going to explain completely from very scratch level onwards. Just small thumb rules we have to follow. Okay, before jumping into the discussion. So if you have any questions, you can immediately unmute and you can ask the questions. No one is going to stop you. No need to keep your points or doubts in your brain, and no need to wait until the session end of the session. Whenever you have a doubt, just you can raise your hands. You can use okay, whatever we have that expressions, okay, in this chart, and you can raise the hand and you can just ask your doubts. That is one thing. And don't join with the device names like iPhone or else Samsung. So in case if you joined unknowingly, just change your name so that we can easily track who and all joining and all. So first 5 classes as discussed, okay, in our channel. First 5 classes are free. These 5 classes you can treat it as a demo classes. But again, next week onwards, we are not going to discuss from the beginning again. Okay. The first 5 classes will be covered. Everyone can attend the first 5 classes for free. Then sixth class onwards, okay. So you have to register and you have to complete the process, guys. So Kiran is going to lead the show for the whole training. In this session, Kiran is going to explain, okay, about the course overview. Mostly we'll discuss all these things about the course, what will be the course, who can do the course, like how it will be helpful, about the job, okay, what I can say, placement assistance, everything Kiran is going to help, okay, in this training period, guys. And in case of any questions, okay, you can just again unmute and you can ask the questions, guys, and you can use the chat support also, okay. Thank you all, guys. Thanks for joining, okay. And Kiran, you can start the session. I'm going to record it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Shanu. Hi, everyone. Very good evening. Okay. My name is Kiran, and I will be the trainer for this Azure admin with Azure DevOps course. Okay. I'll go very slowly, even if you are not from, technical background also, I will make you understand easily. Okay. First thumb rule is that one. Second one is, suppose if you get any doubts when I'm teaching or else when I'm explaining the architecture diagram, you can, if you get any doubt, you can pause me and then you can ask me the doubt at the time only. No need to keep in your mind and then ask at the end. Okay, that is the second one. Third one is, whatever we discuss in the class, you need to practice the next class. When you are coming before next class, you should complete that practical thing. If you keep pending, just like time pass, you are going to come and you will be watching the YouTube, something like video movie you will be watching, and you will be going like that. Whatever we discuss in class, practice that by putting your laptop side by side and practice whatever we are doing by seeing what I'm doing, and then practice another time without watching my video. That is the third thumb rule. If you follow these 3 thumb rules, you will definitely get a good package. Okay. These 3 are the thumb rules you need to follow. And then, like, brief intro about me, like I have 6+ years of experience. Currently I'm working in HCL. Previously I worked in Daimler Trucks as a Azure DevOps engineer. And then I can say this is brief intro about me. I don't want to go hobbies, all those things. I'll quickly jump into the syllabus. Okay. Even I'll be giving some PPTs, all those things as well. me 1 second to see the syllabus. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah, this is this content. This is the syllabus content. See, if you follow this course, you can easily complete AZ 900 certification, AZ 104 certification, AZ 303 certification, and then AZ 400, that is Azure Devops certification also you can complete. Okay. See, certification is not mandatory. Okay. If you do certification, it is going to boost your resume. That's it. If you have money, if your company is paying you for the certification, go for the certification, else don't do the certification. Just knowledge is, I mean, knowledge is important. That's enough. Okay. Let's move to the curriculum. Introduction to Azure. In today's class, we'll complete cloud tech. The models, cloud models available, what are the services, what kind of services available, all those things I will explain. In addition to that, like I will show managing Azure with Azure portal, even PowerShell, Bash shell, I will show that, even Terraform, little bit of Terraform also, I will show how we can use Terraform as well. Then next, the second topic will be Azure networking. See, if you miss any one topic, it will be very hard for you to suppose if you miss Azure networking topic concept, if you miss this one, later the next one, network security groups, you'll not able to understand. That is why you should, from the beginning to till the end, you should practice whatever I teach you. Then it I assure you that 100-200% you will get job with good package. Okay. Second, we are going to discuss networking, what are the subnets, and then Azure network connectivity, virtual network pairing, and then VNG, site-to-site connection, point-to-site connection. We are going to discuss then network security groups, application security groups. See, even if you don't know anything, just leave it. I'm just reading the names. What are the topics we are going to discuss? Then Azure firewall, we are going to discuss virtual machine. In these virtual machines, we are going to discuss both Windows machine, Linux machine. Even we are going to deploy the machines in availability sets as well, fault domain, update domain, availability sets, all those things I am going to discuss. uh, most of the interview questions also, suppose if when I'm discussing Azure virtual machines, what kind of interview questions they are going to ask. What do you mean by availability set? What does fault domain means? What is update domain? uh, what is the purpose of using availability sets when there is availability zone as well? I will discuss all those things. Later, we are going to discuss load balancers. In these load balancers, we are going to discuss 4 load balancers: standard load balancer, application load balancer, front door, traffic manager, all those things. Then we are going to see DNS, domain naming services as well. And then even we are going to create it with a GoDaddy, URL based routing also we are going to do. All those things we are going to do in this session. Then application gateway, as I told you, we are going to discuss that one. Later on, we are going to move to the virtual machine scale set, both manual and custom. We are going to do a virtual machine scale set. Then this is the PaaS service. We are going to discuss Azure storage account. In that, blob storage, what do you mean by blob storage? File storage, what is the redundancy, like ZRS, GRS, geo redundancy, all those things. Even we are going to deploy a static website in that storage account. We are going to discuss. Later on, we are going to discuss Azure backup, disaster recovery, all those things. Later, we are going to discuss the PaaS service, that is Azure SQL databases. See, SQL databases in the sense, from admin perspective and DevOps perspective, we are going to discuss this one, not from the SQL DBA perspective. Okay. And then app services, this is very important. App services we are going to deploy. We are going to deploy what I can say, like Java application or .NET application. We are going to deploy, and then we are going to I will show you how we will be using the Azure app service. Then Active Directory will be creating a user. Suppose, I mean, like when you join in a company, you will be getting at the rate certain company name, Capgemini, HCL, or else Daimler Truck, or else Mercedes Benz, Microsoft.com, like that. We are going to create the domains, and then we are going to create users, RBAC roles, all those things we are going to discuss here. Later, we are going to discuss Azure, automation, few runbooks we are going to discuss, all those things we are going to discuss. Then containers, basics of AKS, like how we can deploy a application, Nginx application with Azure Kubernetes services, even Docker engine, just the basic. Okay. and what is the difference between virtual machine and container, why we are going with container, all those things we are going to discuss. Later, we are going to discuss diagnostic monitoring analytics. This is of no use. Just I will give a brief how we are going to do monitoring, how we are going to set up the alerts for CPU utilization, all those things. Later, we are going to discuss Azure NAT gateway and then CDN web application firewall. I'm going to discuss all those things. Next, here, this is very, very important topic in introduction to infrastructure as a code. This is nothing but Terraform. Terraform. Here I'll just give you a brief intro about Terraform. Prior to Terraform, I'm going to discuss ARM templates. Even I am planning to discuss Bicep as well. Okay, Bicep just 1 hour or 2 hours. I'm not going to, what I can say, like if you want to learn ARM templates and Bicep, for ARM templates you need to spend at least 5 days. Okay, and even if you want to learn Bicep, you need to spend at least 5 days. Just I'm going to discuss. Suppose we will be creating a virtual machine using ARM templates. Whatever, I'll try to give utmost concepts, concepts I will give you and ARM templates, and then even Bicep also I will give you Bicep, and then later we are going to discuss a Packer. Using Packer, we are going to create image out of the virtual machine. That is an automated way. You can put in your resume like I have used Packer for automation, like created image out of the machine using a Packer automated tool. You can keep that one. Even Terraform also I'll explain basics about Terraform. Using Terraform, I'll explain you like most of the things like virtual machine, subnets, virtual machine, all those things I will tell you. Once you come. Yes, yes.
Kiran, I'm sorry to interrupt. Yeah, Kiran, can you hear me?
Yes, Sharma.
Yeah, guys, these are the topics that we are going to cover for the next 2 months. Okay.
Yes.
So the words can be different. So please don't worry. Okay, so everything will be discussed from the very scratch level, as we have to tell what and all things we are going to discuss for the next 2 months. That's why Kiran is explaining all these things. But don't worry at all with these terminologies. Every word, every terminology, you will easily get to know with the help of examples and all. Okay, so Kiran is going to explain everything. So initially, right, we have to discuss the course content. So that's why these terminologies and all might be new to you, but don't worry at all. Everything will be taken care by the trainer. Okay, guys. Just he's explaining the roadmap and all. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah. Don't worry. See, as I told you earlier, if you don't know what is Terraform, what is infrastructure, nothing. Just this is a content. See, this content I am going to follow, and then you should know what all the things I'll be discussing you, right? You should keep this page with you, and then you should tick, this topic is completed, like that. You should tick. That is why I'm just explaining. Later, here comes this project. I am going to explain 2 projects. One is Java project and then .NET project using Azure Devops automation tool from scratch to end. I will explain this CI/CD implementation. Later on, this Azure functions and logic apps I am going to discuss. Then Azure management governance. Then if you want to go for any certifications, you can go. And then Azure project, as I told you here, I am going to explain 2 projects. One .NET project and Java project I am going to explain. Even in Terraform also, you can like, if you go, even I can explain here 3-tier architecture. That is not going to help you. I'll give you a basic, if you can easily clear the interview with Terraform, I'll give you that one as well. This is the course content. Any questions in course content?
Kiran, this is Sridhar. Actually, due to some issues, I could not join. Maybe 1 or 2 minutes. My sound system was not good, so I couldn't hear you. Just I want to know who prerequisites to attend this course. Like it is DevOps. I'm not very much sure it is related to coding or it is just related to admin. I'm not from SQL admin background. I'm into telecom. I'm going through SQL DBA course with Shenmue current course. So meanwhile, without wasting time, I thought that Azure admin will add more advantages. So as a SQL DBA, how it will be going to help me this course?
See, to be upfront to you, SQL DBA is very different. This is very different. See, here, this is not a DevOps. DevOps is different thing. This is prerequisite. Suppose if you want to, I mean, like, see, what I will say, if you want to become a DevOps engineer, first you need to learn any cloud, either Azure cloud or AWS cloud or GCP cloud. Once you learn that cloud, then you can learn DevOps tool one by one, like Git you can learn, later GitHub you can learn, later Ansible you can learn, later Terraform you can learn, later Jenkins you can learn, Docker you can learn, Kubernetes you can learn, GitHub Actions you can learn, GitLab you can learn. All those things you can learn one by one, slowly. Okay. See, if you want to learn all these tools, it is going to consume maybe 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. It is going to consume. For that, what I have done is I have developed like this Azure admin with Azure Bicep tool and Terraform. If you keep these three, if you learn this Azure cloud and Bicep, ARM templates, Terraform, easily you can get a job. Okay. Later on, what you can do is like here in Azure DevOps, there is we are going to discuss this Azure DevOps project, right? Here I will explain Git basics. Okay, Git basics I am going to explain. Jenkins I told, right? Jenkins is nothing but Azure DevOps tool. Okay, and then CI/CD implementation, all those things it is going to come. I'm not going to explain Ansible. Ansible you can learn later. I'm not going to explain Ansible. I'm not going to teach Ansible. If you want to learn later, we can learn one by one tool. This is enough. If you learn from scratch, even if you are SQL DBA, telecom, any background, even if you completed BTech, you are not doing any job, nothing. If you don't know anything, learn this one, and I will give you my resumes, all those things, model resumes I will give. We can put your resume in Naukri, and trust me, just 2 months you trust me, and later you just see whether you are going to get the jobs or not. If you are not sure whether there is a market or not, you just search Azure Cloud Engineer job openings. Okay. You can search like this, and then you can see whether there is a market for Azure Cloud Engineer or not. See, DevOps engineer, if you want to become DevOps engineer, it is going to take time. Just like that, you cannot become a DevOps engineer. It is going to take time, at least 3 months of time. You need to learn slowly, one by one. Git, I'm going to explain Git, and then one CI/CD tool, that is Azure DevOps. I'm going to explain. If you learn Azure DevOps tool, then Jenkins, both are same. Okay. Then later, what you can learn, Ansible you can learn, Terraform also I'm going to explain Terraform. Then you need to learn Docker, Kubernetes. See, if I explain all those things, you will get confused and you will stay wherever you are. Just our first primary requirement is first getting a job. Later you can learn one by one. Even if you become a Azure cloud engineer, you are going to get equal to DevOps engineer. Okay.
Is it anything to do with the coding?
Nothing. You know scripting?
No idea. That is a main concern. If it is related to coding, maybe it is not for me. So I was just trying to figure it out whether
You know English language, right? You know English language, right?
Yes.
Then it is fine. Nothing. You don't worry. If you know English, that is enough. Okay. I'll show you. See, Terraform. See, you want package, you don't want to code, that is not going to help you. You should learn. Either any coding language you should learn. Don't get scared of array coding. Nothing. Nowadays, ChatGPT is there, everything is there, it is going to give you entire code. Nothing to worry. See, suppose I'll show you Terraform. I'm just showing. Before Terraform, we will have this one. What is that? Bash as well. I'll show later. See, I'll just show you. Can you understand this one? Can you understand this code? Just basic. You can understand, right? A resource. What is resource? Name equal to location. All these things. These are English words only, right? Hello.
Yeah.
You can understand what is the meaning of name. You can understand address space. I will explain. This is little bit of terminology required. I will go slowly. Don't worry about that. You can understand if you are if you are capable of understanding English word, then that is enough. I will make you understand whatever required. Okay. There is no prerequisite for any coding language. Just scripting is enough. If you want to become a master DevOps engineer, then you should learn Linux shell scripting. Okay. Any further questions?
Hi Kiran, Venkat here.
Yeah, hi Venkat.
Kiran, the thing is, Azure admin and Azure DevOps both are not same role, right?
See, both are not same. Who said you both are not same? Azure DevOps is a CI/CD tool. That's it. You can see Azure admin. If you want to become a DevOps engineer, definitely you need to learn Azure.
That
Without
is okay.
Azure,
That point I agree. But so a single person can't manage Azure DevOps and Azure admin also.
who said you? If you don't know DevOps engineer, if you are a DevOps engineer, where you will host your applications?
That I agree. But the thing is, a single person can manage both. You're saying.
Obviously, see if you are a DevOps engineer, see
Uh-huh.
if you if you completed BTech, then obviously you are going to complete intermediate, right? If you become a DevOps engineer, then obviously you should learn. See, suppose I'll just give you a brief how you are going to. Suppose if you are going for DevOps engineer position in any interview, see there might be 5 to 6 tools will be there. As I told you, GitHub, all those things will be there. So they are going to ask a few questions on each and every tool. Maybe 2 questions, 3 questions, 4 questions, like that, all those things. Nowadays, how they are asking questions, first they are touching Kubernetes. Okay. After Kubernetes, they are touching Terraform. Okay. Later, they are going with any cloud. If you are like learning Azure, they will ask AWS, they are going to ask AWS, GCP, they are going to ask either of the cloud. Later, Ansible. Later, like this, they are going. First Kubernetes, next priority is Terraform, next Azure Cloud, and then Ansible. Like this, they are going to ask you. Okay, 2 technical rounds will be there, not 1 technical round. They are not going to test you on only the tools. They will definitely touch Azure Cloud. Suppose if you are Azure DevOps engineer, they will ask what are the load balancers. If you are deploying your application in Kubernetes, 100% you are going to use load balancing techniques. Okay, if you are creating any of the infrastructure, how you are going to create infrastructure? Like this, you will not use GUI. I will come, I will create resource, I will click on resource, and then I will create virtual machine. You are not going to do like that. You are going to use Terraform. See, if you don't know Azure Cloud, then how you can manage Terraform?
No, why I asked, currently I'm working, okay? The thing is, in my organization, we have separate teams. So SAP infra, so we have a team. They are only handling core, okay? Whatever this VNets, storage accounts, virtual machines, and application services, all this. Only core, one separate team is there. As you said, AWS plus GCP and Azure DevOps team separate is there. That is the reason I'm asking.
Okay, you mean to say DevOps team doesn't know Azure or either of the cloud?
No, I didn't say that, but a DevOps engineer can manage admin role also. I'm asking. Means as you said,
listen. A DevOps engineer can do Azure activities, Azure cloud activities, Azure admin activities also he can do. Even he can do system admin level also activities also he can do. See, Ansible. What is Ansible? Ansible is a configuration tool. Using Ansible, you can do manage kind of activities in 100 or 200 machines. Suppose if you want to delete certain files, if you want to install certain packages in your Linux machine or Windows machine, it is like a tedious work to you, right? So you are going to use Ansible. That is a system admin work.
Okay. because why I ask, no, I'm working as a database administrator since 3.5 years. So currently we have all Azure servers, okay, Azure database servers. So regularly we interact with our Azure infra team, okay. So I never seen DevOps guy in that team. They are purely supporting only core services.
See,
Okay, that
I
is the
mean,
reason. Uh-huh.
I don't know about your
Agree,
organization.
agree. Now I agree. I understood.
Not sure about that. See, a basic thing, you just put one dummy resume, putting DevOps engineer with any of the cloud, and then give an interview, and then come
Okay.
back to me and tell me if the interview didn't ask you any single question on any of the cloud, whatever you have put in the resume.
Okay. Okay.
Definitely, they are going to ask. 200% without any cloud, there is no DevOps engineer.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any further questions? Any questions regarding the syllabus? See, this is your first step. This is your first step in becoming a DevOps engineer. You will not become a DevOps engineer once after completing this course. Later, you need to learn few of the tools, whatever I told, right? You need to learn Ansible, you need to learn Docker, you need to learn Kubernetes. These 3 tools you need to learn. Then you are going to become a DevOps engineer. Okay. But if you want to learn those 3 tools, it is going to consume so much of time. Okay. Instead of that, if you learn this Azure admin and then Azure DevOps tool and then Terraform, Bicep, ARM templates, easily you can become Azure cloud engineer. Okay. Later you can spend 1 month or 2 months and then learn Kubernetes, Docker, and then become a complete DevOps engineer. Okay. That is my okay. If you have any questions regarding the syllabus, you can paste it in the comments. I'll address you. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, have you gone? I mean, like, did you get any chance in any YouTube channel or else anywhere? Have you gone through this portal? I need answers from you. Qualification required for this course to get a job.
Yes, I
Yes.
can.
Graduation, that is more than enough. Okay, this is how the portal looks like. Okay, and how you can log into this portal, or with the URL is portal.azure.com. Okay, and then just click enter. It is going to redirect to this portal. This is how the portal looks. Sorry. See, if you are not
Sir,
talking,
hello.
Sir,
can we get recorded sessions for this lecture?
Yeah, sure. Sharmukh is going to provide you. Don't worry about that recordings.
Okay.
Okay. This is how the portal looks like. I'm not going to explain you how we are going to create a Azure account. It is very simple. It is waste of time. You can just go to a YouTube channel and then just put that, I mean, like, search in YouTube like how to create Azure free account. You need a credit card, and then just like creating a Gmail account, similarly you can create Azure account as well. Okay. First, you need to create a Azure account with credit card. That is the first thing you need to do. Okay, you can go to YouTube and then search it. It is just like even 10th class grade person can create that account, just like a Gmail creation. So I'm not going to explain that one. Okay. This is how the portal looks like. Now what I'm going to do is, okay, now I'm going to explain you cloud services. Okay. What are the clouds? Before that, what I say is why the cloud has come into picture. Maybe I'll explain you tomorrow that one. cloud service models I'll explain you today. Later I will explain you tomorrow why the cloud has come into picture, what are the disadvantages of traditional data centers, all those things I'll explain you tomorrow. I'll give you today cloud service model, and then what type of cloud models are available. I'm going to give you those things. Okay. Infrastructure. See, here we are going to have three kinds of services. One is, these are very important. Even in interviews, they are going to definitely ask you what is IaaS, okay, what is PaaS, okay, and then what is SaaS. Okay, these are the three kind of services: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. Okay, this is the abbreviation, infrastructure as a cloud. Okay, infrastructure as a cloud, if you compare it with the real world, I mean, like, I'll just give you a real world scenario so that easily you can understand. Even in interviews also, you can answer the things very easily. Suppose you bought a site in the sense land you bought land. I mean, like, your requirement is to construct a house. Okay, you bought the site. Now what is the thing is, now you need to construct everything upon you. I mean, like, you want to construct walls, you want to construct doors, you want to build windows, everything from the scratch. Everything will depend upon you. Okay, that is infrastructure as a service. You can consider like that. Later, platform as a service is just like buying an apartment. In apartment, just like, what you can do is, if you go and buy an apartment, what walls they are going to build, they are going to paint, they are going to build the doors, they are going to build the windows, everything. It is like a ready to move. You can use the services. I mean, like, you can just go and you can use the services. Okay, that is platform as a service. Later, it is like a studio room. Studio room in the sense, like, everything will be there. Okay, walls will be there, and then doors, everything will be there, including bed, AC, furnitured rooms. Furniture rooms is nothing but SaaS. Okay, like this. Did you understand anything? I want a reply from you in chat. You understood, right? Okay, it is like that. Okay, I'm not going to technical terminologies right away. I'm just I'm comparing it with the real world scenarios, and later I will come slowly. Technically, I will come. Okay. Okay. Infrastructure as a service. Have you seen any kind of Linux machines or else virtual machines? Virtual machines is nothing but, see, you have your own laptop. That is physical machine. Okay, physically you can touch, you can feel, you can do whatever you can do, all those things. This is physical machine. If that machine is hosted somewhere else, either of the cloud, like Azure cloud or GCP cloud or AWS cloud, that machine is called, it you cannot feel, you cannot touch, that one is called virtual machine. Okay, similar to your laptop, whatever configuration, whatever RAM, whatever RAM, CPUs, everything will be same, but you cannot touch, you cannot feel. That is called virtual machine. Okay, that is an example of infrastructure as a code. Here you don't need to manage the underlying infrastructure. Okay, the physical servers and storage. I mean, like, the physical server and storage in the sense, like a RAM. How much RAM is available? Storage, how much storage is available? How many CPUs available? All those things you should be managed by you. Okay, these help to remove capital expenses and reduce ongoing costs. Okay, this virtual machines also has an SLA. To achieve the SLA, see, This SLA is like 99.95, 99.9% or something like SLA. SLA is nothing but service line agreement. Suppose you have created a one virtual machine, and in that virtual machine, one application you are going to deploy, something like any Mintra, or else any I can say like a Mintra application will be there, right? Or else like what I can say like Nika application will be there, right? You are going to create your user IDs, and then you will just give your name and then login. That is called a application. That application will be hosted in any kind of virtual machine. Okay, if that machine goes down, between I mean, like suppose I'm just taking an example of Mintra. Mintra people will write a service agreement with the application development team, either any of that company, name it X company. Those two people will sit together and then they will say SLAs. Suppose like 99.999% the application should be up and running. If they don't meet that SLA, no, then they might go some business requirements, all those things. I am not aware of all those things. Maybe they are going to give escalations, or else they are going to do some cost cutting, something like that. Okay, that is SLA. Okay, infrastructure calls also RVC also allows you to scale based upon the demand. Suppose you have your own machine. Okay, when you have your own machine, I mean like laptop, if you want to increase the size, what you can do, you can create you can put the pen drives, you can put the hard drives, all those things, and then you can increase the size. All you can do like that also. When you go for Azure portal, what you can do is, suppose you have created a virtual machine or any of the machine, and then suppose based up, so this machine is there, suppose this machine is there, this is a virtual machine, and this machine size I have created, certain size I have created. Suppose like based upon my requirement, B2 series I have created. Using B2 series, I have used 2 CPUs, and then certain memory 2 GB or something like that. Now the requirement has come like size should be, see, this is the size I have used, B2MS, 8 GB memory is there, and now I want to increase the memory. Easily you can come here and then you can scroll down here and then you can increase. You can go to disk and then you can attach additional disk, all those things you can do like that. Okay, that is what he is telling there. You can create additional disk here and then you can attach like that. You can do like later we will go when we are discussing those things. I will explain you. Don't worry about that thing. Okay, that this is that point. Okay, platform as a service. Here we are not going to see platform they are going to give. I mean, like best example is Azure SQL database as a service, Azure web app service. Even if you don't know anything, just don't worry about the names, all those things. Platform they are going to give ready-made, just like an apartment. Everything will be there. Just we need to use that service. That's it. Azure SQL databases, they are going to give the platform. We are going to deploy that service, and then we are going to use. And then how much amount we have used, for that amount we need to pay. Okay. Here you don't need to manage the infrastructure or even operating system and platform components also no need to maintain. See, infrastructure as a service, when you are using the Linux virtual machine or Windows machine, you are the person responsible for the operating system. That is like if anything goes wrong in your laptop, you will be the person responsible. And okay, when you use platform as a service, there is no need to worry about the operating system, whether your application is going to be launched in Linux machine, or what happens if that Linux machine goes down. Nothing to worry about the operating system, platform components also. Okay, you can just start hosting your data or your web application using the Azure web app services and then relax. That's it. Most of the companies prefer platform as a service, since it is going to give, so it will be more cost, but 99.999% SLAs will be there. The application is not going to go downtime. There will be no downtime. Reduces deployment time. You can use array data, all those things. You can read it and you can understand these things. Pay as you go model. Even for this infrastructure also, pay as you go model. How much you are going to use, that much you are going to pay. Next, software as a service. As I told you, it is like a studio apartment. Best example is Office 365 is there, and then Azure Devops. Azure Devops, as I told you, that is also a software as a service. Office 365 or else this Outlook is there, right? Like that. Everything is ready-made. Just we are going to use it. Here you don't need to manage the infrastructure, even underlying operating system plan, even the software also you no need to maintain anything. Even if there is any upgrades, all those things will be taken care by the Microsoft only. You can directly use the software. It's just like a WhatsApp. You are going to text all those things, right? That is a software as a service. You don't need the headache of managing anything. Everything is ready-made using a SaaS products. See, even there are a few companies. See, there are SaaS companies as well, which are going to pay huge amount. SaaS companies. You just Google in Google SaaS companies like Adobe is a SaaS company. That is like Adobe is there, right? We are going to use that products like that. You can Google and then you can understand. Just we are going to use their service and then we are going to pay. Okay. Any questions in this service models? IaaS, PaaS, SaaS. Any questions? Okay. Later we are going to discuss about cloud models. Okay, we have three models. One is public cloud, private cloud, and then hybrid cloud. Most of us will be working on public cloud. Public cloud. Okay, with the naming itself, easily you can understand, right? Public cloud. That means these are the services that are offered over the public internet. Okay, now I'm able to log into the Azure portal using the public URLs, all those things. It is available to anybody who wants to use them. Users then pay based upon the services they use. Okay, these are not free. Suppose if you are using any of the virtual machine, any of the services, you need to pay accordingly how much you are used. Here all the services are managed by the cloud providers. Okay, cloud providers in the sense like Azure, AWS, GCP. These three are the most one. These are the advantages. Public cloud advantages like investment, no need to invest any capital. Just you normally if you have a credit card, even those people are going to give 30 months free trial, and then later based upon whatever you have used, you need to pay. Management, you can read it. You don't need to manage the underlying physical infrastructure. Hence, ongoing maintenance also cost also reduce. Once you understand the traditional infrastructure, then you can understand this point, management point. Reachability. Even if I'm sitting in Bangalore, even if I'm sitting in USA, even if I'm sitting in Africa, even if I'm sitting in Antarctica, anywhere the reachability will be there. Okay, that is this point. Ease of use. Any person who has the internet connection can easily access this. Okay, and easily you can provision the services as well. These are the advantages. One is investment. There is no investment. Management, reachability, ease of use. Nobody is going to ask an interview. Just for your understanding, just keep it in your mind. Private cloud. These are set of services that are normally only used by certain organizations or business cloud. Best example is IBM cloud, Oracle cloud, all those clouds. Only those employees, only IBM employees can use IBM cloud, something like that. Or even Alibaba cloud also private cloud only. Only those people can, or it could be provided by third party service. Even we also can use the IBM cloud, but I mean like mostly like only those business people or those organizations only will be using. That is called private cloud. Okay, private cloud advantages like control. It will be having more control and then security. They will be having more security since only those business people or those company organizations will be using. Even data, when security is there, data, I mean like whatever data they are using, that will be controlled by those people, business people or those organizations. Flexibility. Okay, you can implement various technologies and not bound to any platform. This is a flexibility is there with that cloud. Hybrid cloud, it is a mixture of both public cloud and private cloud. Best example is IBM or Oracle cloud, something like that. You can search in Google and then you can understand. It is a combination of both public cloud and private cloud. It allows data and application to be shared across both cloud environments. Okay. You can read out current investments, extension. Suppose if you want to further, you want to become any public cloud or private cloud, extensions will be there. Data migration, you can do easily all those things. These are the advantages of hybrid cloud. Any questions in these models? In interview, if you go for AZ 900 certifications, definitely they are going to ask, they are going to give one scenario based, and then they are going to ask you questions, maybe 2 questions or 3 questions they are going to ask you. Even in service models also, right? As PaaS services, they are going to give, suppose Azure virtual machine is a dash service, they are going to give. Azure SQL database is a dash service. Azure Kubernetes service is a dash service. They are going to ask you like that. Any questions in these 2 topics? Am I going fast? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, nothing.
Any questions in these 2 topics?
Nothing.
Tomorrow, what I'm going to do is, tomorrow I'm going to explain traditional data center, why cloud has come. If you are not speaking, please be on mute. Tomorrow I'll explain why cloud has come. First, I should have explained why cloud has come into picture. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to explain why cloud has come into picture, why traditional, what are the drawbacks of traditional data centers, all those things. Even in Azure also, there will be data centers, physical servers, racks, all those things will be there. But those things we are not going to we are not going to bother of those things, data centers. But when you go for traditional data centers, we are the persons responsible for data centers, racks, maintenance costs, building infrastructure, all those. I'll explain you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to explain that thing. Any questions in today's class? Just did you get any idea what is Azure cloud? Just any idea?
It's a online data center.
Sorry?
Yes, yeah, I have an idea about the cloud, like how can we utilize the cloud and what are the different types of services are available over the cloud and the types of service models which you have explained today, right?
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, like I'm taking the classes, considering that you don't know anything. That is why I'm just going very slowly. Even I am explaining everything. Okay. Bear with me
Kiran,
for
hello?
1, 2 class, 3 classes. Then I will go very depth. Then
Kiran,
yes.
could you repeat again the question
Which question?
you asked no just now?
Which question you asked?
No, you only asked.
I didn't ask any question.
Okay.
Any questions? I'll give 4 minutes for any questions. Anything you can ask me. Anything like suppose you are non-technical. Can I crack the interview? What after cracking the interview? Should I go for support? You can ask me anything. I will answer you just for 4 minutes. If you don't have any questions, we'll close by 9.
I have a question. Like till now, I have worked as a SQL DBA with 5 years of experience. So
Okay.
after opting this course, so if I hired for the Devops engineer or Azure admin, so what are the roles and responsibilities of my role I mean, daily roles and responsibilities. Do you have some list of roles and responsibilities? Basic idea.
See, for roles and responsibilities, we have two months of time. Whatever day-to-day activities we are going to do, like infrastructure development, VNet pairing, hub and spoke architecture, whatever we are going to do till these 2 months, you can put all those things in 2 months. With this course, you can put 5 years of experience, even 5+ years of experience also you can put. Okay.
Okay,
See,
if I put 5 years of experience means how much workload I'll get, like whether it is same for 3 years of experience and 5 years of experience, same workload or same roles and responsibilities.
See, here, if you are a DevOps engineer, there will be no workload. Just you need to do one-time automation, just simply relax.
Okay.
One-time activity, one-time anything. Even if you create, see, if you go for DevOps engineer, you are already there will be existing pipelines. Already there will be existing Terraform configuration files. Okay, just you need to use the modules and then just like simple things. You are not going to do from the scratch. Okay.
Okay, so as you mentioned that you are not going to explain about the tools because from scratch onwards you are going to explain. So later you will start explaining about the tools because since you already explained that we need to go through the tools, by using tools only we can deploy and everything, right?
See, tools, I am going to explain all the tools except Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes. Rest of the tools I
Okay.
am going to explain. As I told you, Bicep, I will explain Bicep. ARM templates I am going to explain. And then Terraform I am going to explain. Not in depth. Okay. Whatever required for whatever required for cracking the interview, I am going to explain. See,
Okay.
only Terraform 20 hours required for explaining entire Terraform concepts. 20 hours required. But I will explain. I'll try to cover all those things. Whatever required
Okay.
for cracking interview, and you can manage, and then you can just do some Google, and then you can manage your workload. That is not going to create any problem.
Okay, so if we get a job after this course, like if we need any support, means like you guys will help or
See, one thing, if you follow whatever I am teaching and whatever practical things I am doing, you will not ask for any help or any support.
okay.
Just practice whatever we are doing 2 times, then you will not ask for any support. You will only support for someone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kiran,
Yes.
as I said before, I'm working as administrator, so I don't want to see. I'm not interested in the DevOps, all these things, but just
Why?
I wanted to add
Why you don't
administration.
want to
No, no,
get
no,
good package?
no.
Oh.
No, later on I will look into it. But the
See,
thing is just
listen. DevOps engineer is not going to, there is nothing to do with the coding. Okay.
okay.
DevOps engineer, what he does is he uses simple scripts. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Nothing to do with coding. Simple scripts.
No,
Simple scripts.
my question is, as an
Hmm.
administrator, can I add only
See, there will be
administration?
no jobs, man. Azure admin, there is no jobs. You search in, you put in Naukri your resume as an Azure administrator, you are not going to get calls.
Okay.
You are not going to get calls. Only DevOps. See, just simple. You and me are there. I know more than you. Who you will hire? The person who knows more only will get hired, right?
Obviously, with experience, he only will be recruited.
Azure admin, DevOps engineer can do admin activities. Then what is the purpose of hiring you?
Okay.
DevOps engineer is very easy, man. Just spend with me 2 months. Later, you only will say, you will definitely get a DevOps engineer position.
Okay.
Kiran, this is Asha. So can you please explain like the ones about the package and
See, that depends
and
upon what is your
initial
current CTC.
package? Yeah, initial package like if for
See,
example
I will
5 years
tell.
of yeah.
How much you want for 5 years?
I just want to know that like how the
That,
market will provide currently.
see,
I'm not
that
expecting anything currently. I just want to know.
see, it depends upon two things. One is how your interview has gone, and
Yes.
how critical is that position to be filled,
Okay.
and your current CTC. Okay, suppose I am telling my experience.
Yeah.
Before I was in Cap Germany, I got near about I can say 120% hike.
Okay.
Okay, most of the people 3 years persons can, if you go for any product based companies, definitely they are going to give into 15 LPA, 3 lakhs into 5. Suppose if your years is not, simply they are not going to give. If you are worth enough, then only they are going to give.
Yes.
Okay.
Understood. Okay.
Into 5, we can easily say into 5.
Okay. That means like minimum 15 lakhs package.
Minimum. Again, that depends upon what is your current CTC, how critical is that position to be filled. If you are, I mean, like immediate joining, that depends. So many things will be there, but minimum into 5. If you are going for any product based company, not for the MNC service based company. Service based companies are not going to give. Service based companies can only give if you are an immediate join.
Okay.
Yeah. Into 5, we can roughly say into 4 also. Into 4, into 5.
Hello, Kiran. Vishal here.
My kind suggestion is don't go behind the package or else or a hike I will get. Learn the concept, improve your technique. Obviously, you are going to get good packages. You will be in a good position. You can demand if you are, I mean, like if you have what the market is, if I mean, like if you are matching with the market skills, then obviously, definitely they are going to pay. Okay, don't worry about packages. Into 4, into 5, you can easily say. Noted, you should be good at technical skills. Is it mandatory or expected? As I told you, no need to do certification. If you are interested to do certification, then only go for certification. Else, no need to do certification. I mean, like if you are working in any organization, I mean, like they are going to give you free coupons like that, right? Then do certification. If not, see certifications. We will be doing certification just to test our knowledge. Array, whatever I have learned, is it correct or not, whether I'm able to crack that or not. That's it. Even if you do certification, definitely they are going to ask in interviews, what is that, what is that. Are this person has done certification, chalo give him job. That is not going to happen. You should answer, you should be technically strong to answer the questions. Any further questions? See how I'm going to continue this course is, I will be working very less on the PPT. Most of the things I will be working on the Azure portal, very, very less. Maybe if you are continuing for, if our duration is 1 hour, 1.5 hour, 10 minutes, 20 minutes I'll spend on PPT. Rest of the times I'll be working with this Azure portal or else the CLI. Beginning 2 to 3 classes, I'll work on the PPT since to give you the theoretical part. Later, I will be working everything in the portal itself. what you guys can do is tomorrow you can create a free Azure account and then you can come back. We'll discuss tomorrow. Okay. Any further questions? If you don't have any questions, we'll wind up here. Okay, tomorrow we'll meet again at the same time. Thank you. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great night. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kiran.
Thank you.